I want you to picture a quiet summer evening in Cambridge, England. The cobblestone streets still hold the warmth of the day. A young woman, dressed simply, walks alone beneath the amber glow of the streetlights. She keeps glancing over her shoulder, as if every passing car might be the one she fears. She is not an ordinary woman. She is a princess, the daughter of one of the wealthiest and most powerful rulers in the world. Her name is Sheikh Shamsa bint Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. In a matter of seconds, a dark car pulls up beside her. Doors swing open. Several men step out. There's a struggle, muffled shouts. She's forced inside. The door slams. The car speeds away. That was August 19th, 2000. No one has seen Princess Shamsa in public since. This is not a fairy tale. This is not a historical legend. This is a real story, a modern royal mystery that unfolds in the shadows of diplomacy, power, and silence. And more than 2 decades later, the world is still asking the same haunting question. Where is Shamsa Al Maktoum? To understand what happened to Shamsa, we need to understand the world she came from. Shamsa was born on August 15, 1981, into the ruling Al Maktoum family of Dubai, one of the most influential royal dynasties in the Middle East. Her father, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, is the Vice President and Prime Minister of the United Arab Emirates and the absolute ruler of Dubai. He is a man who controls vast wealth, commands international respect, and owns thoroughbred racehorses, skyscrapers, and a global network of allies. But palace walls can hide more than gold and silk. They can hide secrets. They can hide fear. Account from people close to the royal family describe Shamsa as intelligent, curious, and increasingly restless. She spoke English fluently, had been educated in the UK, and knew that life outside the palace could be different. But she also understood the strict boundaries placed on Emirati royal women, especially those in her father's household. Those boundaries were not just social expectations. They were enforced. In the summer of 2000, the Al Maktoum family was in England for their annual holiday, staying at their lavish estate in Surrey. For Shamsa, this trip was an opportunity, perhaps her only one, to escape. On one warm July evening, she did exactly that. She slipped away from the estate, leaving the life she knew behind, and made her way to friends in London. For the first time in her life, she was beyond her father's reach. Or so she thought. At first, Shamsa managed to stay hidden. She contacted a solicitor to explore seeking asylum in the UK. She told friends she wanted to study, to live independently, to make her own choices. But in confiding her hopes, she may have also revealed enough to be found. By mid-August, she had moved to Cambridge. Perhaps she thought a quieter city would draw less attention. But her father's reach was global. His resources were limitless. On the night of August 19th, Shamsa was walking through the city when it happened. Witnesses later reported seeing a struggle. 4 men, believed to be agents of the Dubai Royal Court, grabbed her, forced her into a car, and sped away. From that moment, her freedom was gone. Shamsa would later manage to smuggle out a letter to a solicitor describing what happened next. She wrote that she was driven to a property in Newmarket, flown by helicopter to northern France, and then placed on a private jet bound for Dubai. In her own words, they think they can do anything because of who they are. They have all the money, all the power. The Cambridgeshire police opened a criminal investigation in 2001. Detective Chief Inspector David Beck led the inquiry. They gathered witness statements. They confirmed parts of Shamsa's account, including travel records and property links. But every attempt to dig deeper met resistance. The UK Foreign Office refused to release certain information, citing national security and public interest. Requests to travel to Dubai to interview Shamsa were denied. The case stalled. Years passed. Public attention faded. But the story never truly disappeared. In 2018, new details emerged during a separate escape attempt by Shamsa's younger sister, Princess Latifa. Latifa's recorded messages revealed that Shamsa had been drugged, imprisoned, and watched since her capture. Then, in 2020, a UK family court, presided over by Sir Andrew McFarlane, made a formal finding. On the balance of probabilities, Sheikh Mohammed had orchestrated the abduction of Shamsa from the UK and her forced return to Dubai. Yet even with that judgment, the criminal case went nowhere. The legal threshold for prosecution, beyond reasonable doubt, remained out of reach. So where is Shamsa now? Some say she is being held under house arrest in Dubai, watched day and night. Others believe she's kept in a secure palace facility, sedated to prevent escape. Friends of Latifa claim they saw Shamsa twice in the past decade, once at a family wedding, where she appeared frail and withdrawn, and once at a private residence, where she seemed disoriented. The UAE has never confirmed the location, her condition, or even if she is alive. There are whispers that diplomatic considerations between the UK and UAE played a role in the lack of progress. That protecting trade deals, intelligence cooperation, and political alliances outweighed the pursuit of justice for one young woman, even if she was abducted on British soil. No photographs of Shamsa have surfaced since the year 2000. No credible independent contact has been made. For a woman once poised to inherit a life of unimaginable privilege, she has instead inherited silence. It has been over 23 years since Shamsa walked down that Cambridge street for the last time. Her story forces us to confront uncomfortable truths about power, about gender, about the limits of the law when it collides with the might of a royal family. We tell ourselves that no one is above the law. But cases like Shamsa suggest that, for some, the law bends, that justice is negotiable. When I think about her, I picture that moment before the car arrived, the air heavy with summer warmth, the sound of footsteps on stone, the faint hope she might actually make it. And then, nothing. Shamsa's absence is more than a personal tragedy. It is a symbol of how far power can reach, and how far it will go to silence dissent. The question remains, will the truth ever come out? Or will Shamsa Al Maktoum remain, forever, one of the vanished heirs?